Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to work on these dies here. These were sent by Diamond Press, free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items through those links. So I already unboxed these the other day when I showed you a little bit of them. These are currently available on HSN. And so again, I always mention, since these are running up to the January 19th craft day, if the price does change, you have a 30-day, price guarantee, so you can get the difference back if that's something that happens in the 30 days after you're purchasing these. So just so you have that information. So I like I said, unboxed them. I have these sentiments here, super cute, really nice and big. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to put them together with the other die set here, the lovely floral background dies, and we love our background dies, don't we? Look at this. So these cut a standard A2 size card, basically card front all at once for you with the gorgeous detail they have here. Oh my goodness, I was wondering which one I wanted to use. I think I'm going to use this one because I have something I want to do that this will work best for, I think, for what I'm thinking. But it does come with your cutting folder and then an idea sheet here, and then our dies, and then our sentiments over here. Super cute, lots of fun things on here. Love, howdy, always be brave. I want to use the gracias because I am just all about that when I wanted to try it out. Like I said, I showed this in the unboxing there. But lots of sweet, hello, dream big, lots and lots of sentiments on this one. So what I'm going to do is grab some paper, a card base, and then we will get started. Okay, before we get to die cutting, I'm going to use this little background piece of paper to make a background. So this is going to slide in behind what we're going to cut. So I am just going to take this little piece of paper. I cut it just smaller than 4. Let me see what I did here. 2, 4. Yeah, so it's just about 4 inches by 5 1/4, a little bit smaller than those measurements. And I'm just going to color it a little bit pink. Really, this is just going to stick out behind the flowers. So I'm just going to take whatever color. This already has some pink on it, obviously, because it's very much deeper than what I was trying to do. And only this portion is going to show over here anyway, so I'm just going to do a little bit of there. And a little bit here. And I'll put this with my card base. And I'll be right back. Okay, we'll start with the card base. I'm just using white paper. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And just gonna fold that. And then I'm gonna use some black paper, some gold, some matte gold, and a couple other accent pieces we'll talk about in just a minute. So that's the card base. I'm going to take my die and I'm going to run it through this gold one because all I want is the gold frame, and then I'm going to run it through this black one, but I want the negative parts, like this part that you wouldn't expect to keep, this portion, this one, and this one. I'm not going to get too picky with every little piece, but just the larger pieces that are all around. So we're going to take that, and I always say when you pop this into your marquee or whatever it is that you're using. And again, I got this question yesterday. I get this question all the time. You can use these dies in any machine that uses thin metal cutting dies, and you can use any other thin metal cutting die in this machine, in the marquee or the little diamond press. They work. They don't have to be the same brand. And just use a newer folder if you're going to do a large piece like this. This one's still well loved, but it's a little newer. And I try to angle it as much as I can. I know it takes up most of the folder, but you want to give it a little bit of an angle so that your machine doesn't just go boom right into, a cutting area. It'll give it a little area to catch one piece and then keep moving. And you might hear a bump anyway because it's a big die, but here we go. I think I caught the whole thing. Ooh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's very delicate. There we go. Look at that. pretty much everything just falls out. That's what I love about this kind of thicker paper. It just works always. Oh, thin paper does too, but just the thicker one, just it's easy to boom. Everything comes out really nicely. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the black one, and I will be right back. So I'm just going to hold on to that. I'm not opening it quite yet. It opens up on its own, but I'm not going to take anything out because I don't want to misplace anything. I'm gonna bring back our little card base and our flowers and pop these little pieces out here. There we go. And I'm gonna adhere these together. So for now, I'm just gonna put this down. Now you can definitely shaker this. It would be lovely. I am not going to do that today because I know I do that very often, but so today we're just gonna put this down. I wanna make sure that this is, yeah, okay, that's enough color. Just making sure I did put down enough color to cover the area I want to cover there. And so just that little pink is just gonna peek out behind the flowers, and I thought that would be really pretty. Just smoothing that out. And everyone, all right, so now we're gonna take this guy, and I'm just gonna go around the edges with my glue. If you wanna do the behind the hand trick, please do. But for right now, I'm just gonna do this. And just put it wherever I think it can touch, because this isn't the smallest thing. So you can do this pretty well. Just getting glue down. And I'm just gonna put that down and also massage that for a little bit until it stays. Even just like that, that looks pretty. But we're gonna do a little something with the black paper, and I think I'm also gonna cut out some leaves, but we'll see once we get to looking at this. Okay, so I'm gonna smooth this down for a little bit and I'll be back. Wow, you guys, you know, if I had just modeled the whole background, maybe did a little water sprinkling, it looks pretty just like that, and then with your sentiment or whatever is, love it. But my idea was to then take the negative pieces here and place those down. So I'm gonna be very careful when I pick this up. And as you see, that kept it in here, so that's good. Except for this top corner, which I do want the top corner, which is actually the bottom corner once we get here. So let me get my tacky tool, of course. I always have it in front of me, and then I go to look for it. Here it is. I always keep it handy, and then I still overlook it. Okay, what I do is like put a little bit of glue down here. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm gonna pick up that little corner, that piece that was still left in my folder. That's kind of why I don't mess with those things. Once I cut it, I just leave it alone, because then I can kind of see what it is. Like if I wanted to pop this little tiny piece in, this little piece right here in black, or right here, it's very easy to do. You just find it on here. But I'm just gonna stick with the larger pieces. So again, that piece, clearly this piece. So I'm just gonna put glue here, but you can put it on the piece that's in your hand, of course. I think that's good. Get in those little crannies and kind of slide this in here to help spread the glue a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna place that in there. And I'm just gonna go around and do the same thing for the rest of this. Look how pretty. Even just that, right? If you want to leave this other part, all kinds of things you can do. And then you're gonna have a nice black frame that you can use on another card, because that, you know, we have the complete frame here. So I'm just gonna pop out the pieces, like this piece I want. So again, I just try to keep it on the carrier as much as I can, but you know, however it works out. So I'll place that. And then I'm just going to place this little top part, and maybe since I see it there, I'll put this little piece in too. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna worry about the little pieces, but you know what? They stayed in here so easily. It's easy for me to look at this, look at that, and say, okay, I need this piece, and I just popped it out. So now this little piece right here is right here, and basically I'm just gonna pop it out if I can, and then use that. So really easy. But again, like I said, you don't have to worry about all those little tiny pieces. And I might do the leaves, so I think what I'm gonna do is run this through again in some green, and we'll see how it looks. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I don't. I really kind of like the pink, so, you know, for me, I like to leave it pink, but we'll see. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so let's get this going and see what I think here. Again, I just kind of leave them alone. If they fall into here, that's great, so I don't have to, you know, go looking for them later. And then that little piece. Okay. Let's see, where do these go? Where do these go? These would go over here. Sorry about that, I thought I heard a noise at my neighbor's there. So it would go like in here, and then this piece would go here. And I'm just placing to see if I like that. I like the pink. I really like pink. So for me, I'm like, I kind of want to keep that pink, especially because it's so bright there. But that's pretty. All right, I will make my choice if I'm going to go ahead and place it or not, but I think I'm going to place it because this just gives it some more color. And again, I just put the glue and then pop my little pieces in, and I'll be right back. So pretty. And I think what I'm going to do for the gracias part is I'm going to go ahead and take some of the paper that I've been using that I cut off of the other portion where I, modeled it, and do the same thing. I'm going to use the same pinks. I'm going to model this a little bit, and I will be right back. Okay, so again, I'm not looking for anything too neat or precise. I just want to put down some color. I have my gracias here. I just want to make sure this is going to be big enough. Yeah. So I will run that through so it cuts out right there. Right here is fine. And then the background one I'm going to cut out from this shiny paper. It's not really metallic. It's just the shiny black paper. I will be right back. All right, guys, that cut out beautifully. Just so nice and clean. Look at that. So pretty. I love that variation of color, even with the white showing through there. And so I'm just going to glue that down. Again, if you want to do the glue behind your hand, I think these are large enough I can just put the glue on here. And I'll glue it to my base piece there. And I will be right back. Just a tip, I was laying this down, I thought maybe. I start with one end and kind of eyeball, making sure I have a pretty good outline, all around. And then just go from there. If you just try to lay it all down at once, it might be a little off. So I just take it a little bit at a time, one side here. All right, I'm gonna wait for that to set up before I mess with it a little bit more, and we're gonna put it on our card. Okay, I think we're ready. Bring this over. And whatever dimensionals you like, or you can glue it down straight on, but I'm gonna give it a little dimension. And that should be good. Oh, I probably should have played with this a little bit to see where I wanted to put it, because a lot of times I'm like, here, no, here, maybe down this corner. But for this one, I'm pretty sure it's going to go right here, just so that you can see and appreciate both flowers and then have our little sentiment there. So there it is. Quick and easy, gorgeous card. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for my review. Like I said, guys, these items are available. I have a few others to show you in the next days coming up here. They aren't quite on HSN's site yet, but they will be. Leading up to the 19th and on the 19th, of course. So keep an eye out for those. Thanks so much, guys. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.